Your Majesty, blessings to you. King Salman ibn Abdul Aziz, Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I know today and the whole week you've been in conference with your fellow kings and princes of the Middle East. I just have a heart full of knowledge and blessings to impart to you all. That you must know the reason why Putin airstrikes began to Syria is you know full well that he will set up air bases from Syria. From Syria, he will launch out to the rest of the Middle East. You're all endangered of annihilation from Putin. His airstrikes will be coming to your kingdoms and your Gulf states. So who's your enemy? Vladimir Putin. And so when you send forth your young sons, it is good for them to have experience. But right now you must send forth your senior diplomats. But when you interface with Putin, you're dealing with somebody intent to destroy you. He is not someone you cuddle with. No way. Now, I revealed to you all Mr. President Barack Hussein Obama and Hillary Clinton's extermination plan included you all. For you see, your sons are Ibrahim, as you well know. And as your lineage goes back to Ibrahim, so does Isaac, your brothers, in the state of Israel. You're identified to your enemy, your mortal enemy, as the true kings of the earth, which you are. But you all are part of his extermination plan. So, in the how, you would have been all cremated and there would be no evidence of your remains. And Putin's intent to destroy not only the state of Israel through airstrikes, because that's what the air bases of Syria are meant for, as he starts to establish them. So your endangered is imminent. You really don't have a lot of time. You must act precisely. So once Putin launches forth to destroy Israel, he will destroy Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and there's no end to the carnage. You are the wealthiest kings on earth, and your adversary is intent to seize your assets. And your lives shall be taken in the process. Some more information I give you is, you must know that you are sacred kings and you're spiritual, though you're Muslim, that there is a Satan, and it speaks of him in your Quran. And I deal with him full well in my life. In A Life of Pi Existence, the teenager in the story, a masterpiece by Yann Martel, dealt with one man eating Richard Parker. In my life boat experience, I deal with two Richard Parkers, a Caesar and a Mark Antony, a Richard Thomas Gibson and a Richard Lyle McMaster. Since Eden, it's been a two-headed hiss-and-piss-and snake. One with the mind of a physician and one with the mind of a civil engineer. And they are the spirit power of the universe for evil. And so if they are destroyed, and destroyed is Barack Hussein Obama, their son, Putin shall come down with a heart attack. I predict it. He is but a mortal, but he is your enemy, and he is those enemies that are hell-bent on destroying the sons of Ibrahim. Bear the apocalypse. There is no other way to describe it, but they are death incarnate, and death they bring to us all. Yourselves, myself, and everybody. All living things. So, you need to understand what an avatar is, a computer wizard or guru. I was born avatar. I believe His Highness Prince Bandar Ibn Sultan knew my identity. So I have more respect, deepest respect and love for me is in your own homes and in your own hearts. So I deliver information to you so that you can protect your lives, O kings, your sons, your daughters, and your assets, and your wives. The United States is in danger too, because we're coming up for an election in 2016. We don't have the right leadership, because the American electorate doesn't make informed choices. They don't research candidates. They vote based on name recognition. Arnold Schwarzenegger was famous, so the California electorate voted him as governor. The same electorate nationwide for the office of the presidency, they cast their vote on name recognition and not on research or not on what's right. Sad, but it's true. So what the United States needs, the right leadership in the office of the presidency protects the earth. The United States is not meant to be destroyed. But Obama identified himself as a destroyer of the United States when he definably calls himself a socialist. That's the window to communism. And that's not what the United States was meant to become. So he had to go forth to destroy the United States Constitution, which identified him to us in the United States. With a little bit of intelligence, we know he's a Benedict Arnold. And nothing protected the United States from this president to be tried for treason. So I have cracked open the International Court of The Hague, where 15 magistrates sit, so yourselves should sit as magistrates at the International Court of The Hague. Shall Obama be condemned? And what is the penalty of condemned? Death. That's why there's a death penalty in California, written in California Supreme Court law, to protect the citizens of California from murderers. And so therefore, there has been no inquisition since Queen Isabel of Aragon and Castile. But I have instructed His Holiness Pope Francis to inquisition Barack Hussein Obama, Richard Thomas Gibson, Richard McMasters for this reason. I am just the one commanding Interpol to incarcerate Obama, because no terrorist is above the law, and Gibson and McMasters. But His Holiness Pope Francis has more information to deliver to the world, the reasons why. So shall they be extradited to Italy and go into the command of the Swiss Guard and be placed in a dungeon and to be inquisition by His Holiness Pope Francis of the Vatican. And this is my work, and I take credit for it, because it's mine. And no United States presidential candidate is going to take credit for my work. It's mine. So, precisely, I inform world leaders to make a more informed choice. Why you need to separate from President Barack Hussein Obama. He is Lucifer. Because I'm filled with truth and anointing and a holiness that it's my job. I was born as Avatar. It's to destroy Satan and company, so that the earth might be redeemed and life might bud forth on the earth once again. Thank you for your time, Your Majesties. And greetings to you from Honolulu, Hawaii. Scarlett McMasters.